Sun, Moon, Rising. I'm Christy Forsyth with Clarity by Christy. I am a soul therapist and an intuitive that connects with the angelic energy, and I help the helpers, the light bringers, and the soulpreneurs of this world to live their most magical life. So if that's you, make sure you hit the subscribe button below with the bell so you can get notifications for all the videos that I share here on the channel. So we're going to dive in to your October 2020. What do you need to know? What messages do the angels have for you, and how can you best navigate this month? So we're going to take a look at this month for October 2020. We're going to start with just the overarching themes that you can expect. And the sense that I get with this month is really that you're going to be expecting, or you should expect, a bit of a pause, a bit of a period of reflection, a bit of trying to take a look at things from different perspectives, exploring ideas, trying to let things kind of marinate in your mind, exploring ideas. This is not going to be a month for you to dive right into something without taking your time to feel it out. This isn't going to be a month that you're going to want to let yourself get impatient. You know, this is a great time for you to try to connect with patience, to try to connect with the concept of divine timing and trust in divine timing. If you can do that, I think that you're going to find this month to be quite comfortable and quite successful. So this first section again is connected to the overarching themes that you can expect throughout this month. And the first card that we have here is the Six of Scrolls reversed, the Sands of Time. So this is all about timing, right? This is all about time, and this is really saying relax, you have time. And so you're not going to want to rush into anything. You're not going to want to push anything that you're wanting to have happen. No matter how badly you want something to happen, if you are pushing it and it is not the right timing, you could actually block the manifestation of something. So allow things to kind of just flow and allow yourself to relax a bit in terms of the timing. Allow yourself to trust in the timing. And so flow with what's showing up, flow with the timing of what's showing up, but don't try to push it. Don't try to, or don't get too impatient with it. Let yourself just sort of flow, because I do feel like there is going to feel like a bit of pressure, a bit of impatience, like why isn't this happening more quickly? And again, we have the Seven of Keys reversed, the Ascent reversed. Okay, so again, the Ascent is all about progress. It's all about moving forward. It's about success. And I think that in order to get to the top of this mountain, it's going to take perseverance, it's going to take patience, it's going to take trust. And so whatever this mountain is for you that you're trying to climb, this is showing up reversed. So this is really saying like you have to persevere. You have to let yourself continue to work in the direction of the things that you want, the things that you're dreaming about, the things that you're passionate about, because it's going to be worth it at the end. You are going to ultimately make it to the top of this mountain, but there's going to be roadblocks, there's going to be barriers, there's going to be times of pause and reflection where you're not necessarily seeing so much magic around things. I think when we're not seeing magical things happening for us and we're not seeing things manifest, we can get really frustrated. But I try to shift into this place of trusting that if I'm not seeing a lot happening on the surface, number one, it's maybe not divine timing, but number two, our guides and our angels are working behind the scenes to make things happen for us. And so in divine timing and in divine ways, things will manifest. So this is all about patience for you and not letting yourself be too discouraged. There is a purpose for the pause. There is a purpose for barriers, roadblocks, challenges that are coming up. And it's a time for you to reflect on that. What is this about? You know, what is it that I'm missing? What is it that I need to understand here? What lesson am I supposed to be learning? So let yourself reflect. Let yourself ask questions. Let yourself be guided as to the questions you should be asking. Let yourself be guided to the answers to your questions, because if we ask a question and we send it up to the angels, we will receive the answer to that question. And we have to trust that. So it might not come immediately in that moment, but allow it to come. It may come through connecting with somebody and they say something that just triggers the answer, or it may come in the form of just a thought that runs through your mind. And again, you have to trust it, you have to honor it when that message comes. But this reflection, taking time out to reflect, not being too busy, not letting your brain be too busy, that you're not allowing these thoughts and mind processes to happen, intuitive processes to happen, that will allow for the answers to come and will allow you to have a better sense of what's next on your path and where you need to go. Then we have the intuition card reversed. Okay, so intuition, this is really saying like there are things that are blocking you from connecting with your intuition. Maybe you are too busy and you're not taking time out to listen. Maybe you're straight up ignoring your intuition, and this is really saying make sure you give it your attention. You know, sometimes we can look back on situations and say, oh, you know, I knew that. I really did know that, but I didn't want to admit it to myself, or I wasn't ready to admit it to myself. And how much hardship can we save ourselves if we just honor our intuition when we feel it? So trust whatever this is that's coming through. Take time out to allow for intuitive information to come through. And I think through this period, this process of questioning things, taking time out, taking time to slow down, to not be in too much of a rush, the answers will come. So we have to trust that they will come. Now, the next set of cards we have here are connected to the challenges that you might expect. Okay, so the first card that we have here is the lessons card, and this further validates this concept of like that you're working on some things and there are some things that you're needing to learn and before some things in your life can move forward. And so wherever you're feeling stuck, understand that maybe there are lessons that you're not quite getting yet, or patterns that you're not quite breaking yet, things that you need to change, things that you need to do differently, things that you need to look at from a different perspective. And that really is going to make all the difference. Now we have the Ark of the Covenant, the number 11 card. And you know, this stands out to me, number 11. Number 11 is, and this is showing up reverse, number 11 is very much a gateway number. It is an opening, okay? So again, it's feeling like you're waiting on an opening to come into your life. You're waiting on something and not feeling as though that's happening for you. But the Ark of the Covenant is all about being connected to your purpose. And if you're not on your most purposeful path, or you're not allowing yourself to honor those intuitive prompts that are showing you what your purpose is. And by the way, that purpose can change. You can have a different purpose every single day. Do we have overarching themes in our purpose? Absolutely. But your purpose one day might be just to smile at a stranger at a store. You know, it can be different things every day. We get divine assignments, right? And so this is really about paying attention to what feels purposeful in your life, paying attention to what you feel called to do and how you feel called to serve. I think that this is really the key to unlocking this door, to unlocking this gateway that you are wanting to step through in your life. And then when that happens, we have the journey, right? Seven of Roses, the journey, this is about moving forward. This is about progressing. This is about stepping through that door, stepping through that gateway, moving into these things that you have been calling in, that you have been trying to manifest. So a positive energy and forward movement is trying to come in, but we have to allow this reflection. We have to allow ourselves to process the lessons that are trying to happen. And we have to take a look at what, you know, how we can live a more purposeful life, or how we feel called to live a more purposeful life. And when you can do that, the journey begins, the new journey begins, and things move forward. I also feel called to talk about enjoying the journey, right? So we had this ascent card earlier, all about climbing up to the top of the mountain. And, you know, this is also about enjoying the journey all the way to that top of the mountain. Finding beautiful things all the way to the top, you know, stopping and enjoying the flowers along the way and all of the different parts of the journey. So this is about not just enjoying the top of the mountain, but the entire path up to the top and finding the gifts in every single day. When you can find gratitude in what you already have and where you're already at, this is one of the most powerful ways that you can manifest all of the beautiful things that you want to have in your life. The next card that we have here, speaking of manifestation, is the Four of Forces, and this is the spring card, okay? This is about new seeds sprouting. So again, there is a forward movement. There is a shift. There is a change. There is seeds starting to sprout, starting to grow, starting to see things blossom. So trust that and know that and understand that that is coming. So enjoy the journey. Enjoy every season of your life, okay? And then the last cards that we have here are connected to the gifts that you can expect. This first one is Uriel and the Sphinx. Uriel and the Sphinx is about connecting to a deeper wisdom, connecting to a new level of enlightenment, leveling up really on a spiritual level. So I do think that part of this process is to help foster a deeper spiritual connection with you, a deeper connection between you and your higher power. I like to suggest that people have conversations with God or the universe or whatever you want to call that every single day, because I think that you're going to find yourself feeling really, really connected to that. Spend time outside looking up at the sky, feeling connected to something that is greater than you. This is really going to be healing. This is really going to provide you with clarity. This is going to provide you with balance. So make sure that you take the time to do that. And speaking of that, we have number 9, the Archangel Michael card. And this is about safety and security. So understand that things are going to happen in your experience this month that are going to show you just how safe and protected you are. Maybe you haven't felt physically safe. Maybe you haven't felt emotionally safe or psychologically safe. Or maybe you just haven't felt comfortable in your own skin or in this world or whatever this is. And this is really saying that Archangel Michael is always here to help with that. And I think that you're going to feel the presence of that. You're going to feel the safety and protection. And I mean, Michael does so much more than that. Michael really helps with a little bit of everything, right? And he really is, I like to say, like kind of like the all-purpose angel. And you can call on Michael really for anything, but I think most importantly, we call on him when we need to feel secure in our lives and we need to experience peace in our lives. So make sure that you call on Michael and know that anytime that you call on him, you will receive his presence and you will receive the gift of his presence. And the last card that we have here is the Four of Scrolls. And this is the karmic trench. This is about releasing old karma. And so what is keeping you stuck, where you are feeling stuck and have been feeling stuck, is in this repeating of patterns, repeating of doing things the way that you have always done them. And it's like suddenly you get it and you're able to make some changes. So I think that there's truly a gift here in this. And this is really key for this moving forward, for things to happen with the journey card and the spring card, for doors to open. And speaking of that, that is our last card, is the doors card, okay? So the doors card says, rest easy, new doors are opening. One door closes and another one opens. Goodbyes and hellos. So you may have to let go of some things. You may need to understand that, we have to make space in our life to allow for new and beautiful things to come in. And so trusting, taking a leap of faith and clearing away whatever needs to go, closing some doors in your life if you are feeling called to do that. So those are your messages for the month of October. I'm Christy Forsyth with Clarity by Christy. If you want to learn more about me or about clarity, you can check me out at discoveryourawakening.com. If you guys like this video, make sure you hit that like button, and I will see you soon with another video. Take care, guys.